Okay, then the objective of this course is to develop the quantitative skills and problem solving skill in order to foster the critical thinking essential to the world of today and tomorrow. Actually, throughout this call, we are going to develop that is one of the skill one. We are, in addition to skill, we already develop the knowledge. Without the knowledge, we cannot go to the skill. That is that the skills need for not only this subject, for the other subject, right? When you are in the working with the data, if any subject or any course or any particular situation, not in the university life, in the outside, or when you are while you are working somewhere else, then if you are in something in the working with the data, you are require the knowledge of that's statistic, not all, sometimes some sort of things. That's why this subject or this course unit, what you are learned throughout the course unit, that is cannot be forgot after the learning these sessions, right? It is the essential, because of that is the skills mainly. Right? The quantitative skill, then how quantitative, that is not the quality, then by using numbers, how we are going to analyze the given situation. Right? If you have the problem using the values or using the numbers, how you going to give the answers to that? Then another thing that cannot be memorized, right? Then you need to think critically. Then according to situation, you have to find some solution. Right? Sometimes you are not given much more time for that. Then within some short period of time, it is need to find a solution, the best solution for the given problem. Right? See, from the first year, then that is something continuation course. Then you have some courses in the second year, and some have the courses in the third year. Then because of that is something continuation of process. Then from the starting point, try to keep in mind this knowledge and the skills you acquire throughout the course. Then it is the essential for not only this course, then that will help to the others as well, because of it, that is one of the supportive subject for the others one, right? Then this is the course content that when you have the materials, lecture materials, you can. So we are going to discuss those things under this course unit. And this is how you are going to evaluate throughout the course unit. In the continuous assessment, cover 40%, and the remaining 60% covered by the final examination. That some are the defined method of continuous assessment, assignments, spot test, lab, computer lab, and some case study and presentation. Sometime it may be a vary. In addition to this is the way of the evaluator. In addition to the evaluations, assignments, there is another practice assignments as well, right? Then I will give after each and every session, I will give some questions or some assignment. Then for your improve your skills and knowledge, right? If you have any questions, you can be asked me then by using skills, and then you can be asked if there is not clear point, then you can be verify throughout the sessions, right? Then normally we are using the 1 hour lectures and 2 hour practical per sessions. During these 2 weeks, you don't have the practicals. Then after you come back to the university, we will start the practical session. Normally then timetable already allocate the 2 hour sessions. Then I will get some week 2 hours. Sometime the next week there is knowledge. I will inform that one prior to you. If there is no lectures, then because of that, I can easy to get the 2 hour lectures continuously without that 1 hour, then we have to waste in some time. That time we are using to discuss the assignment, something, the quizzes. Then if you want to that one, then we will use that additional time for that purpose, right? These are some of the textbooks. In addition to, there are several books in the statistic or the elementary statistic, which are available in the library. And also now you have the very fast internet facility at the university. You can be download any ebooks, and you can be search when you searching the topic. Then you can be find the many more material online, right? Right, we will see the first, go to the introduction. What you mean by QR? Or normally with the quantitative reasoning, I'm normally forms as a QR. If I say QR, that is mean by the quantitative reasoning. What do you mean by it? Then here they say that it can be defined the application of logic to problem and the ability to understand real word meaning of numbers, basic language of statistic and mathematical sum statement, right? Then here throughout this one, we are going to logically analyze the some given situations, that the real world problem, by using some numbers or basic languages, which are the techniques or tools are coming under statistical or mathematical. Sometimes we need some mathematical knowledge, but I'm not going to more derivative part like a maths. But there are some, it is needed for you. But as a science student, you already have catch up, except the IIT student. Then even though they have catch up, don't get worry. Then same things will ask for the exam and the quizzes as well, but you have to by like a parrot, by memorizing this subject cannot be learned, or you cannot get the more, you cannot reach to the high grade for that part. If you want to the high grade or like getting the A or A plus or likewise, then you have to think critically. If you have the some problem, how you are going to analyze that? Then you have the some, throughout this course, we are going to discuss different type of the technique and the tools. Out of those tools, you have to know that which tool is more applicable for the given situation, right? When you look at the here, you can be see that there is an input and there is an output. In between, that's the process is run. That's like a computer. For your any computer, you have to give to the some input. Then through the computer, in the computer that will run in and then bring some output to us. This is likewise. In our case, we define what is our input. According to the problem, we are required to gather the information. Then based on the information, then we are going to find what are the numbers. Then now if we have the information, we are going to convert into those information into numbers. Or if sometime the problem you have the direct numbers. Or in the numbers we are called as that's the data. Okay? Then we are put the data into the process. Then we are run the process by applying the different techniques under the QR. Then we can be obtain the some output by using software, or something you can be do the some part in the manually, or most of the time we are looking for the software to obtain the output. After obtain the output, you are required to interpret according to our initial problem. Right? When you have the initial problem, according to the initial problem, initially we have the problem. According to problem, we are required to interpret the output. Right? When you look at some several example under in here, the market analysis want to know the effectiveness of the new data. How fuel efficiency is certain car model. Is there is a relationship between your GPA and employment opportunities? If you answer all the questions on true or false, multiple choice like examination completed randomly happen. What is your chance of getting the pass? Right? Then there are some, these are, even though these are the simple question, then you have required to apply some sort of tools to get in the output data. But just looking at this one, you cannot say how fuel efficiency certain car model. If there are several type of fuel, out of those fuel, you have to find which is the best fuel for the given car. Right? How it is efficiency. But just looking at the problem, you cannot find the answer. If you, even though you have the fuel, then you cannot find the answer. What you have to include into the fuel? They pump into the fuel into car, and then that the car need to run some distance, and that they are measure their speed, or then what all the requirement is to measure the efficiency. And finally, even though you have those informations, then you cannot find the answer. Then that the information we are say that is the input to our process. Then you are required to run the process. That in the process means you are applying some technical tool which are going to learn under this unit. Right? Then you can find the output. Then output can be interpreted according to our problem. Right? To find the real world answers to the real world problem, sometimes the statistic is the one of the part. That's why we are called as the sum of the skill. Right? Then, according to this one, we can further expand to the quantitative reasoning as set of method and rules for collection, organizing, and the summarizing, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting numerical data for the purpose of assisting to make the more effective decision. Right? To get the decision, we are required to run these 5 processes. The first one is for the assay input, then we have to find something data. To find the data, we are required the proper data collection. Sometimes we have the available data, sometimes the problem, we don't have the information or the data or the values or numbers. Then, according to situation, you have to collect it. Then, even though we have those data, without proper organizing or the classification, we cannot go to the present it. We have to use some possible suitable method to organize and classify those data. Right? Then after that, you have to use some different visualization method to present those data or numerical method. Then you can use the analyze, some advanced part, and finally interpret. This, how we answers to these 5 steps, we are going to discuss. How collect, if you have the problem, how you are going to tackle that. Then you have to identify what are the possible information or data according to problem you are required to collect. Right? Then you have to decide what is a suitable method of collection data. Then you have to decide after collected how you are organized or classified according to the readable manner to even the software or the manual calculations. Then after that you have to write the remaining part. Okay. Then this is something way of the skill. Then that skill, there are something, the subject has some limitation. These are we are called as a limitation under quantitative reasoning. The first one is, it does not lead with the individual value or individual observation or individual data point. Just looking at the one data point, we cannot get any decision. You have to, that's only depend on that person perspective or some organization or that object perspective. Right? Then if you are solve the problem, find the solution to the problem, you are required more information or more data. If you have the many more data in that time, your accuracy become increased and the error or your falling part become decreased. Right? That's why at least 2 observations are required. Sometimes due to the very high cost for some experiment, we are unable to collect the more information. In that time, we are limited into those type of experiment into 3 or 4 observation. Sometimes even though 3 observation to obtain the 3 observation is very difficult because of that is high cost. Some experiment when there's coming to the 4th year, some students are running there are some samples, some chemicals or some one that's a very high expensive, that something is the more than millions time. In that time, then we have to limit it to the number of observation, but minimum we need to get the 2 or more, at least 3. Right? The next one is QR or statistical conclusion are not universally true. Then you are think about it. It is not the true 100%. Why you are going to do that? That's the one of the argument. Yes. That is something coming to your first time into the mind. Because of why, then we are working in the real life. In the mathematical, you are say that if you are say that is the y equal 5x, that is a fix. With that cannot be never change. But in the not in like a statistic, there are some portion to the happen in the not surety part. That is a falling part. Or we are say that that is an error. Or otherwise statistical term is significance. At a significance level. Right? Then, because of we are working in the reality, then if you have some problem, we are very difficult to tackle or obtain all the relevant information or the data to given situation. Right? In that time, then because of the missing, sometimes you are not going to collect the proper information. Sometimes the entering problem because of the several situation, and also there's a variations happening. So we are unable to reach to the 100, but we try our maximum to reach to the 100, at least 99 or 95% likewise. That's why not in the university 100% sure. But sometimes the third one is the limitation is statistical can be misused. In simplicity example, most of them you are listening some radio, not like a radio, some now is a computerized, or your mobile phone listening every time, or watching in the TV or the mobile phone, not computers. When you see that some marketing service of some channels or some programs, they say that we reach to our customer satisfaction in 100%. Right? Our level of satisfaction in this market survey, results of this market survey imply that our satisfaction, customer satisfaction is 95%. Is that common that the exact real answer? Can you guess it? Anyone? Yes or no? Huh? I am audible to you even?
No.
You can't hear me? I had another. Huh?
We can hear you, madam.
Okay. That imply what? Then we cannot say exactly yes. Right? There are something can be misused, but we cannot say exactly that all the correct parties come into that study or not. Most of the time, they are interested people who are sometimes in the youngest one, or some eldest people, those who are interested that one, they are in order to that study. Sometimes they are pick up the people in the some biased manner. Their own way they decide who are coming to their study. But that will not be given the real answer. That's why sometimes the observation will be, and the results also misuse. But when you are in the base, but if you are feed to the data, to the formula or that technique, they will put the output. According to output, people are going to interpret that. But that's one they don't know whether that is the given information or the given data, whether it is correct or not. Right? That's why where you have to be careful when you are in doing or while you are doing in the study or there is some conducting some project, then identify the correct problem and then also gather the correct information to the given situation. If not, finally you are using the given the wrong answers. That is your problem also miss you. Right? Then second part, they say that what is the scope of QR? The thing is at the initial I say that you cannot forget that skill. Because of why? It is applied everywhere. We cannot say this is limited into the computer field or agriculture field, science field. Wherever data is there, then you are needed this knowledge or and skill to tackle the answer the given questions. That's why it is the skill for everywhere. That's why that subjects and this skill learned by all the student, the medical student, engineering student, when you are in the searching, sometimes your colleagues or some your elder or younger brothers, sisters, they are having the another universities. The each and every curricula contains some course unit, 1 or 2 course unit, this one, because of why this is essential for the everywhere.